All right, we have to jump into a part two to finish this up. There's just so much coming in for Capricorn, and I don't want to shortchange you guys. I want to give you the full download. All right. So I'm not sure if the video caught it or not because I didn't even stop to, look up where it left off. I didn't want to lose the download coming in. So uh, we left off here though. We do see that there is, a lot of success coming in. We do see you working quite, quite hard. And the reason why I say quite hard is because coming in right alongside of this is the Ten of Wands, okay? And, if you notice on this Ten of Wands card, uh, this person is pretty burdened, okay? They're carrying a lot of weight. They're pouring a lot of their time and their energy into a project. And really, this often has to do with like a creative project. It's something that's more artistically inspired or something that is meaningful, like on a soul level. This isn't like, oh, I'm going to my daily grind job. Okay, this is something that you actually feel a lot of passion and purpose with. It's something that excites you. It's something you feel enthusiastic about, and it's something you feel like you need to create. You need to build this. You're meant to bring this into the world. Okay, and this might come in when you start to get those downloads I was talking about, because I do feel like you're going to be getting a lot of synchronistic messages. There's going to be downloads coming in from spirit. All of life is going to be talking to you all around you, okay? And it's all going to be like signposts, all right? That are like a map to your future. Your job is to pay attention. Your job is to pay attention and to note the synchronicities. If you see something happen 3 times, we had that 333 come in. 3 is your number right now, okay? If you see that 333 come in, if something happens 3 times, pay attention. If you notice a theme coming in 3 times, it's speaking to you. It's like a seed to be planted. And I just got star seed, okay? So take that as you will, all right? But there's that kind of like galactic, otherworldly energy, and coming in there again. This is very expansive. I really feel like there's going to be a lot of you that are opening up in ways you've never experienced before. For some of you, it'll be very brand new, and for others of you, you're already seasoned at this. But it's even for you, it's going to be like an up level, like, whew, okay. But I think that life is going to be almost like a treasure hunt. I'm getting this like treasure hunt vibe. But anyway, you're working very hard on this project, on this thing that's going to come in, and this is like an overview, okay, of this entire year of 2022 Capricorn. So, you have to keep in mind that these energies are in process. Remember, everything that's starting to build, everything that's starting to come in, it takes time with that Knight of Pentacles energy. It's a more slow moving energy, but when it arrives, it's very tangible. It's not something that's just like ephemeral. It's not just something in your head. It's not something that you have a hunch about. It's like, no, it's in your face. It's here. It's shown up. It's in your material reality. There is no questioning it. Okay? We do see that you're kind of looking down at what you're wanting to grow here, and you're like, but wait, it's like withering here, and I'm holding all of this. How can I hold all of this and also put energy into this? And we do see rabbit here, okay? And rabbits are all about our fears. So here's something I really need to speak to Capricorns about. And you may go, oh, that, no, not me, not my Capricorn, me. There's this thing. Sometimes people don't see the growth they want to see because they're actually really afraid of success. And people think that sounds very silly, right? But they really underestimate how comfortable it can be to stay at the level you've always been at. I mean, it gives some predictability. you know. It gives some false sense of security, you know. It makes things feel like at least they're on an even keel, at least I know what to expect. It's not very rewarding though. I mean, as human beings, our whole purpose here is to continue to grow, to learn, and to evolve. So if you're in this place where you're like resisting that in favor of comfort, everything in your life is going to stagnate and you are going to feel overburdened and weighed down, you know? And I feel like rabbits are also very fast. It's also like a fertile energy, okay? So it's like it gets things growing, all right? And I feel like in this case, you know, there's that story of the tortoise and the hare. I almost feel it's like, okay, you know, we got this Knight of Pentacles energy that's this very slow, tortoise-like energy. I mean, it brings something really solid. But you can't keep working like this that long, moving that slow, okay? And I think this rabbit's here to kind of say, you know what, it's okay. Every now and then you gotta pick up the pace a little bit. And, you know, how important is this to you? This, you know, pursuit, you know, this interest, this project, this creative enterprise, this independent business. All right, this is not you working for somebody else. This is something you are creating. It's something you're inspired to create and bring forward on your own. How long are you going to put this off because you're doing this other menial shit that doesn't speak to you? Do you really want to take the long way with this? Where can you kind of let some things go? Where can you, you know, put down, you know, these staffs you're carrying on your back and use them to build something new in your life? You know? Where can you, you know, put down those stones? These things you're carrying that are just, you know, added weight. I mean, what's the purpose of what you're holding right now? What is it really doing for you except wearing you out? So I think it's time to also redress that balance, you know? I do feel like there is some, you know, heated stuff happening in the love department, for sure. But I think this also may be related to your need to focus on your work right now and to focus on what you need to build. And there may be a person or people. I mean, Capricorn is the devil card in the tarot, all right? Like everybody knows, okay? Capricorns have urges. It's always the ones that come off like, oh, I'm very like stable and grounded that are the most freakadeek, okay? So, you know, we do have this like kind of multiple party energy here. So you might be finding that, you know, it's kind of hard juggling all of that too. Let's take it there, right? It's kind of hard juggling all these different people, and you're trying to get your work done, and you're trying to, you know, build this new direction that's creatively inspired. It's something that's inspired by your soul, and you got all these, you know, side pieces bitching at you because, well, you're never around, you never want to do anything with me, all you do is work, you're just focused on your money and blah 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 blah. But they don't realize like you're exhausted. And so, you know, maybe you need to drop some side pieces and instead, you know, wait for the real deal, right? Wait for that king energy to come in, you know? Maybe not deal with all this night energy, or, you know, wait for, you know, the person to kind of level up. You know, are they really meeting you where you're at? This message is coming in really strong with Capricorn. It's interesting. So I feel like this is kind of what you're meant to invest your energy in, is, you know, building for yourself what you find interesting, what lights you up. Why does it always have to be like focused on another person? I think this would be very gratifying for you to pour your energy into this and build something really tangible for yourself. And for you know, men, this could be your message of, you know, this is what takes you from the knight energy to the king. You know, maybe it's really about owning your creative voice and owning, you know, the direction you want to head in, the direction you want to pour your energy into career wise, you know, that really, you know, lights your soul on fire, gets you feeling inspired. Maybe that is what bosses you the fuck up, okay? You might be playing it too safe in the career zone, you know? Sometimes if you really want to have big success, you got to take risks. And so that rabbit energy, you know, that can factor in there too, right? You know, there's those fears again. But you need to understand this. Oh, I didn't notice that, and I'm just noticing this now. That's pretty wild, okay? There's a rabbit in both of these cards, in the Eight of Pentacles here and in this Ten of Wands. It's a strong message. Like, there's something, you know what you want to do. You know what you would do if you had no limitations. You know exactly what you would do. And I think this is telling you, do it. You know? Oh, yeah, do it. Do it. Because we see right here, we see success with this Two of Wands. This is a new enterprise. Sometimes it can be a partnership. Maybe you're going to bring your energies together with another person to, you know, create this project, create this enterprise that you're inspired to bring into the world. And with this World card here, it brings success. It's like a guarantee of success, okay? That is the bottom of the deck energy there. So, I mean, this is a pretty solid message. I say, you know, any you know, romantic partners, options, you know, people that you're involved with, even, you know, people you're in committed relationships with that, you know, you've been seriously involved with for a long time, that are maybe feeling, you know, fussy because they feel like they're not getting enough of your time and your attention, because you're putting your energy into work. I think you really need to make it clear to them that this is important to me, you know, and I've been doing a lot to make sure that, you know, everybody has what they need, that they have, you know, stability, that they have, you know, all their basic requirements met. And I'm now in a place where I really want to start doing something that's more fulfilling for me. You might have a partner that doesn't like your idea for a career change. That's another possibility too. That might be some of the, you know, sort of fallout energy, the argumentative energy. But I really think ultimately this is something you need to do. It's very important. And do what you need to do to sort of release yourself from feeling so burdened about it. You don't need to feel so burdened about it. It's okay to say, hey, you know, I'm sorry I don't have as much time for you as I used to, but it takes a lot of energy for me to build what I'm building right now. And unfortunately, it means that I have to, you know, take my energy from other places that I've been directing it that really, you know, are a distraction for me right now. And not only are they a distraction, but it's adding to my feeling of being burdened and weighed down. And I'm not getting the opportunity to pour my energy in to what I really want to pour it into. So, you know, this is something that does need to be handled, but I do see it turns out well in the end with that Nine of Cups card, right? We do have wish fulfillment. I want to see a little something here about, you know, what needs to happen to resolve the arguing with the Five of Wands energy. How can Capricorn resolve this argumentative energy that's in the picture? Ooh, okay. Let's just take one card. I don't want to make it really complicated. Yeah, just, again, you know, Ace of Cups, okay? So it's like, don't lose sight of the love, all right? But if you notice Ace of Cups, it's one cup, okay? And I feel that with Ace of Cups, it's all about you have to have something to offer. An empty cup can't quench anyone's thirst, all right? Ace of Cups is a beautiful promise of a new beginning in love. And it's pretty wild because so many of the signs are getting this. I think that this year is really a big rerouting, you know, for a lot of the signs where they are, you know, having these new beginnings in love. They're heading in new directions. They're starting new cycles in relationships. There's a lot of change and a lot happening. And it all seems to be happening in the summertime because Ace of Cups is a big timing card, okay? It's for summer season. So I do see there's going to be a new beginning in love that's going to quell, you know, these arguments. And it comes in the summer, all right? A brand new beginning there. But there is this message of it's one cup, right? So it's sort of like before you can have that new beginning in love, you have to fill your own cup. You can't give from an empty cup. You can't quench anyone's thirst with an empty cup, let alone your own, all right? So it's very important that you fill your own cup, because when you do that, then you are able to give to another person from a place of fullness, and because you want to, not because you feel obligated, not because you feel like I have to, or this person expects this of me. It feels like a job. It feels like a chore. And maybe you felt a little bit of that too in your romantic connections, okay? Like it's been work and you want more ease. You know, you don't want to feel so drained. Oh my gosh. And there's the rabbit again on Ace of Cups. So I just have to say, with that being with the Ace of Cups, and there's this rabbit theme running through your reading, and the Eight of Pentacles is also a very creative card. I would also say, you know, be careful if you're not looking, you know, to have, you know, a baby on the way. Do use extra protection. If you're looking for that, I would say it's a great time to try for a pregnancy. Definitely fertility. You know, fertility is front and center with all this rabbit energy in your reading, okay? You might be, you know, having a lot of sex too. That's a possibility as well. You know, again, make sure you're using protection with that 10 of Wands. I mean, look, he looks pretty like worn out. He ain't feeling so well. Do be aware of the way that having multiple partners, you know, can compromise health, not just in terms of, you know, STDs and, you know, the traditional sense, but also STDs in the spiritual sense, sexually transmitted demons, okay? It's sharing energy, okay? So be aware of who you're sharing that energy with and make sure it's positive, all right? If that's the route you're gonna go. But there is this need definitely to, you know, use protection, practice discernment, especially if you don't want to get pregnant. It is a fertile cycle. But that fertility also speaks of the success, okay? Fertility doesn't have to mean a pregnancy, but it's coming in, and that came in pretty strong. So I needed to speak to it. And I'm just saying, you know, I mean, 10 of Wands, you know, that's a lot of wands involved, right? You know, if you got a lot of wands involved, you know, not only can it be dramatic and can it be complicated, but it can, you know, it can also put you at risk, okay? So just be aware. Be aware, be smart, take care of your health. You know, I do feel like some of you would benefit from having some screening. I don't know why that's coming in, but I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. But aside from that, okay, that was just a side note. You know, we do see that you'll enter a real like positive time of growth in the summertime with that Ace of Cups energy. And you're going to start to really see the material rewards then too. But right now, it's sort of about really focusing on yourself, focusing on your self care, directing your energy toward this project that you want to create. You know, I feel like you need to block out this time for yourself with this Seven of Wands energy, okay? We do see more argumentative energy there, all right? There's kind of snail energy here too. So there's that message of like, some people may feel like you're moving too slow, like you don't have enough time for me, like why aren't you, you know, taking care of this stuff we want you to take care of? It's sort of like, because man, I need to protect my time and my energy because I'm building something for myself and there's something I'm trying to grow with this Seven of Pentacles energy here. You know, this is about, will my efforts bear fruit? Well, they will, you know, as long as you secure that time and space for yourself. There is a lot of focus here for you on finances, for sure. Yeah. And you're waiting for your ships to come in with this Three of Wands energy, okay? So there is this big message here, you know, about waiting to see the growth financially. You're expending the energy, but you're waiting to see the growth. This is very much like, you know, related to a career direction that's something that's really speaking to you, you know? It's something you're pouring energy into because it inspires you. So it's important to you. You really want to see growth in this. So I'm definitely telling you as well, just because we do have this Page of Swords energy kind of hanging back in the past here, all right, that deals with messages. You know, be aware of what you're sharing as well about your, you know, financial projects in messages. You know, not everybody that you're interacting with on this level in relation to, you know, a project, you know, whoever you're partnering with, not everybody is so trustworthy. And some of these people may run off with, you know, your ideas. So just be aware of who you share information with that Page of Swords energy, because Page of Swords is sneaky and it can be underhanded, all right? Swords energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but Page of Swords, you know, it deals more with messages and young people, you know. So if you're dealing with somebody that's, you know, younger than you, and you're kind of like wondering, you know, if you can really trust them, I would say, you know, follow your gut on that one, especially if you're looking at bringing them in on a project. Maybe you thought, oh, well, you know, they're younger, they'll have some fresh energy to interject in this project, but they might not be the most trustworthy person for the job. I do feel like there's some kind of partnership energy there. There's like, you're going to be wanting to partner up on something. Yeah, I would just say be careful with that, because that is like a side message. One more cut of the deck energy here. You guys got an extra long reading, okay? We got the Page of Wands, okay? So I'm wondering if you're doing something that has like, either it's like, it's involving younger people, okay? Because pages often really kind of like speak more about younger people. And since I just brought in this page, it's so interesting, you know, that this comes in. I'm guessing you might be dealing with a younger person, okay? And that they might have fire and air aspected strongly in their chart, okay? I'm running with this because it's what's coming through for me. So with fire energy, we're looking at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then with the Page of Swords, again, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right. I think you've had some doubts about this person. You know, I do. I think you've had some doubts about this person, and I do feel there is secretive energy there. There is something that's not all totally on the up and up. So do be aware, you know, be aware. I really feel like for the general collective with this year, I'm really been getting a strong hit that it's far more important to sort of like, you know, keep those things separate. You know, I'm also picking up maybe there's been some romantic interest in this younger person. I don't think it's a good idea to mix business with pleasure. You know, be aware of what you're getting yourself into. Um, but we do, yeah, that's the truth. What I'm saying is the truth because we do see this, Two of Cups energy here, and it's with the Ace of Swords. So that is a yes. You know, Ace of Swords is like the truth. You may meet somebody or have met somebody a little younger than you, in connection to this project, in connection to, your work, something revolving around this work, something you're building financially. This may have been during the winter time, so that could have been wrapping up at 2021. Also, into the beginning of this present year, 2022. We're going to be moving out of winter season soon, so this may have been something that already happened. Could have been what slowed down your progress. Yes, yes, we do see that. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the Magician card is all about manifestation. It's all about calling in your creations, your visions, what you're looking to root in the world. And the Magician has the ability to do this, to manifest their desires on the material plane, all right? We see this energy, but this energy has been bound up here, all right, with the Eight of Swords energy. So this is like not being able to see your way out of a situation, not being able to see clearly, feeling trapped, feeling confined, feeling stuck, okay? So I really feel like this has held up your manifestations. We see that there's like been some heartache around this with the Three of Swords energy, and also the Star in reverse, which means dashed hopes, all right? So I'm seeing this as kind of like a foundational energy, and it's sort of like a cautionary message for the future, and it's wanting to come in. Don't set yourself up like that in the future. Don't mix business with pleasure, If you know that you have an interest in somebody that goes beyond just business, like don't mix the two, because it can really stall. It can stall what you're trying to manifest in terms of your financial growth and your career prospects. It's just messy. It's just messy. It's like, don't shit where you eat. Right? Is that the saying? I don't know if that's the saying, but if that's what's coming through, so we're going to run with it, okay? Yeah, but I think that once you just kind of like take your energy back, focus on you, love clears up. It clears up in the summertime. Use this space right now to start really building what you want to build for yourself, and the rest will take care of itself for sure. Yeah, I mean, we do see there was an ending in this situation here. We see an ending. And right behind that is the Queen of Pentacles. So this may have been an ending with an earth sign. We've had a lot of Virgo energy on the board as well. So potentially Virgo, But it's also you, Capricorn, okay, Taurus energy here. But paired with this, you know, the Nine of Pentacles, this is another confirmation message. You need to put your energy on growing financially for yourself right now, and love takes care of itself. Let spirit handle those details. And that's what I got for you, Capricorn. It's going to be a good year. It's just going to be slow moving. But once it builds momentum, you're going to take off. 30:33 on the clock when I said that. 333.